The Emperor's New Clothes. Once there was a king who loved to dress up. He was always buying new clothes and showing them off. His noblemen always had to tell him how wonderful he looked. This made him very happy and proud. One day, two strangers came into town. They said they were weavers and could make the most beautiful clothes in the world. They also said that the clothes they made were so special that only those who were fit for office and wise could see them. When the king heard this, he was delighted. He would now know which of his workers were fit for their office and those who were foolish. So he called the weavers and gave them a lot of money to make a new set of clothes for him. These he wanted to wear to a special parade he was planning. The two weavers set up a shop with two large looms and began to weave. But the truth is, they were only pretending to do so. They really did not make any cloth. They only planned to steal the king's money. After a few days, the king wanted to know how the weaving was going. He did not want to go himself. He was afraid he might not be wise enough to see the clothes. So he sent his chief minister. When he went to the shop, he saw two men busily working the two looms. They looked like they were weaving, but he did not see any cloth. "The king sent me to find out how the clothes are coming on," he said to them. "Don't you see the wonderful cloth we have on the loom?" one asked. The chief minister looked, but he did not see anything. "Look at the lovely golden red cloth we're making. It is only fit for a king," the other weaver said. The chief minister still did not see anything, but he did not want them to think that he was not fit for his office or foolish. So he said, "Yes, it's wonderful. I'll tell this to the king." He hurried back to the king and told him how wonderful the cloth was and what a marvellous outfit he was going to have. The king sent two more of his ministers, and although none of them saw anything, they came back with the same good report. They did not speak the truth because they did not want anyone to think that they were not fit for their jobs or that they were fools. Hearing all these wonderful reports, the king decided to go and see the clothes for himself. When he got to the weaver's shop, he and his noblemen gathered around the men who were busy working on the looms. "Welcome, Your Majesty," said one of them. "I hope you like the magnificent clothes we are making for you." The king tried very hard to see the clothes, but he did not see anything. But the two weavers talked so excitedly about the clothes that he pretended that he saw them. After all, he did not want his people to believe he was not fit to be their king or that he was foolish. "On the day of the parade, Your Majesty will be the most handsomely dressed man in the kingdom," the weavers told him. The king smiled happily. He liked that very much. At last the day of the parade came, and he went to the weavers to put on his new clothes. The two men made him take off his clothes. "Here are your pants, your shirt, your royal train," they said as they handed them to the king. He acted like he was putting them on, although neither he nor anyone else could see them. They all said how magnificent he looked. Then the music began. He got into his carriage and set off for the parade. The streets were filled with people, and everyone looked, but they could not see the clothes the king had on. But none of them said anything. They did not want anyone to think they were foolish. As the king passed down the street, a little boy said, "But the king does not have on any clothes." All the people began to shout out, "The king does not have on any clothes." When the king heard it, he knew it was true. He was naked, and all because of his foolish pride. He was tricked by the 2 weavers who had already left town with all the money he gave them. It was too late to do anything, so he finished the parade and went home a much wiser king. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel if you like this video.